So you know when you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling stressed, you're feeling like nothing's going your way. But what if I told you that in just 5 minutes that you can instantly feel better? Stick around with me in this video because I'm about to share with you 5 simple things that you can do to turn your day around. So tip number 1 is to write it down. So grab your notebook or take notes on your phone and just write down everything that is bothering you. Just the fact that you are getting everything out of your head and not like keeping it all inside is gonna make you feel so much better. Once you see your problems in front of you, it's gonna be so much easier to think of solutions than when everything's just a big mess in your head. I actually find it really surprising how many people don't actually write down their problems, their challenges, and because of that, they just feel so overwhelmed and they feel like everything's just piling up. Well, you're not really supposed to use your brain for storing things. Our mind can only handle so much, right? And when we get our problems out of our head, we can actually use our brain for what it's meant to be used, our mind, like to be creative, to come up with solutions, to come up with ideas, and just to express ourselves rather than just stacking up problem after problem. So the next time you're feeling overwhelmed, try to write things down. I promise you that you're gonna feel better after doing that. Tip number 2. So when you're feeling like nothing's going your way and things are just getting way too much and you don't know what to do, try to just take a moment to think about 5 things that you are grateful for. And when I say be grateful, I'm not talking about saying, oh, I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I get to eat today. I'm grateful that I have a bed to sleep in. Yes, those are all great things to be thankful for, but it's not very specific for our situation. It's just in general, and we're already used to those things. It's already something that is, we take for granted. So when you really want to be grateful, try to think of something specific that happened today or that happened yesterday. So for example, in my case, I might be feeling frustrated because I've been trying to record this video for a long time and my baby suddenly started, my dogs, they started howling because they could hear something outside and I was just getting it right, And in that moment, instead of feeling like shit, everything's going wrong, I might stop and be like, hey, I'm actually grateful, but for the most part, they are silent. Like you can hear them now. They're just quiet and I can do my thing. So rather than focusing on the problem, I'm gonna focus on what's going right. Okay, well, anyways, that was just a little bark. We can keep going. So focusing on gratitude shifts our focus away from the problem and it allows our brain to see the good in every situation. So when you do this, you try to think of 5 things that you're grateful for, that you've accomplished, that you achieved, something little. It can be anything from your day to day or from what you did yesterday, even that you went to bed early or you woke up without checking your phone or something, just the smallest thing. It can make the biggest of difference when you're feeling like things are going wrong. When you focus on the good, it can change your mood completely. So tip number 3 is to actually take action. So one reason why we might be feeling overwhelmed is because things are just piling up. Like our problems are just there, but we're not actively trying to solve them. And yes, obviously there are some things that we might not have the power to solve immediately, but there's definitely things that you can do to just move the needle forward and make progress and make the problem smaller. So you might have something that you've been putting off for the longest of time. You're telling yourself that I can't do it now, I don't want to do it. For whatever reason, you are stopping yourself from going forward and taking action. Instead of doing nothing and just feeling frustrated, take action. Just decide that you are even going to try for 5 minutes to tackle this issue. I guarantee you that when you do that and you come out of your comfort zone and you do the difficult thing or the thing that you've been somehow resisting to do, you're gonna feel better after you've done it because you're gonna be like, wow, I did that. I'm proud of myself that I didn't just take the easy route, that I actually tried to do it. So even if it's just 5 minutes, take action with whatever you have been procrastinating on. So tip number 4 is to high five yourself. And I know it sounds cliche, it sounds crazy, and you might be like, what? High five myself? Like, what's that gonna do? Why would high fiving yourself work? Well, we don't always have people around us who are gonna encourage us, who are gonna support us, who are gonna be our biggest fans, even though we would like all our people around us to always cheer for us. Sorry to say, it's not gonna happen. Everybody's just too focused on their own lives and everything that's going on, and they are normally the center of their lives, and they don't have time to do what we would want them to do. So we gotta be our own best friends. You can bring the same energy into high-fiving yourself than that somebody else comes and encourages you and tells them that they're proud of you or that they're high-fiving you. Because I do it all the time. I even do it in public. So how do I do this normally? I'll be feeling really frustrated about something. I'll be feeling stressed out. And I'll be like, do I really want to feel like this? Do I really want to keep thinking this way? Do I really want to dedicate my precious time into feeling so negative? This is not beneficial or useful for me in any way. So I'll be like, hey, stop right now. What are you doing? Let's think about something awesome. Let's think about something that you are doing well right now. And I talk to myself out loud because it helps, but you might just want to think those thoughts in your head. That's up to you, however you want to. But I'll be like, okay, what is going right now? Like, what is going my way? Well, for example, I actually went to bed very late and I still managed to get up and walk all my 9 dogs in the freaking hot sun. High five, girl. Like, you did that. Like, you were sweating. The sweat was running all over your back, your face, and you felt like you were dying in that heat. You should not have gone walking that late. You should have woken up early, but you still managed to do it, and you didn't compromise on anyone's walk. You weren't like, hey, guys, I'm sweating. You're not gonna get your walks today. No, I did it. So I know you might think I'm crazy, but it works. I got that rush of like good energy. I feel good now. Like, just thinking about it, I'm like, I feel better about myself. It works. Just try it out yourself and leave a comment if it works for you. Tip number 5 is to do something for someone else. Now, I know this sounds like cliche again, like doing something for others will make you feel good about yourself, but again, it works. When you do something good for someone else, you help them in some way. You just drop them a message and say that, hey, I really appreciate you and I see the good that you're doing in your work, in your private life, or whatever it is. Or you do a favor for someone else, or you surprise someone, or you give someone a hug and just tell them that you appreciate them. Whatever it is, when you do something because you want to make someone else feel good genuinely, not fake. I'm not talking about kissing anyone's ass or just pretending to be nice, but actually doing something genuinely from your heart. It makes you feel good and it makes you come out of your problems and gain perspective, because sometimes we can just be so focused on our own lives and our own problems that we get lost in it. So try to do just a little thing for someone else and see how much that'll make you feel better in the moment immediately. So there you go, 5 easy ways to feel better instantly. So the next time you're feeling low, overwhelmed, stressed, whatever it is, try one of them out and let me know which one that you resonate with the most. Comment down below with which one you want to try out next. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you feel like this video helped you in any way at all, if you feel like you got any kind of perspective or new knowledge, do consider subscribing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.